Hey folks, I'm Anthony Snyder and this is Anthony's Comic Book Arts Daily Update. It is October 14th, 2020 and it's a Wednesday. And unlike the Supreme Court Justice lady, I have to make notes about what day it is, not just what question she's going to answer. So today I'd like to pick up with what went up on the website yesterday. We went over that nice batch of CGCs. They're almost all available on the eBay store for bidding. Now, this is an Underdog cover that we found. It was actually Gold Key number 2, so that's cool. And then this was actually a March of Comics Underdog cover, which is pretty rare as far as like that format. March of Comics were giveaways, and we got some cheesecakey cool commissions. The Ultimate Cheesecake Girl Vampirella and Lady Death, who was kind of a version of Vampirella. You know, it's like Death and she and all that stuff was pretty cool back in the 90s. But Vampirella has, you know, staying power. She's the queen of the Cheesecake Girls. She's like the Marilyn Monroe of comic-related Cheesecake Girls. These are all Valiant pages, some Looney Tunes, you know, some affordable stuff. These are card art, DC card art. Some like fanzine drawings and some more Humberto Ramos. So that went up last night. Yay. And we're going to get at least another batch of stuff from this pile up tonight. So this is really nice. Somebody asked a question about this on eBay. I have this at a 3540. It's a Golden Age book, but it's actually more like a Platinum Age book. I mean, because this is the earliest format you can get in comic books. This is from 1940, and it's a reprint of the Sundays that were published in the newspapers in color. So, and in a good format that translated into the comic book format. So, you see something like this. This is how comics started. Reprinting newspaper strips. And from 1940, this isn't in bad shape. As a number grade, I'd give it like a 3540. And I have it marked like $800 for, you know, for that kind of grade. So this is a really strong content piece from, you know, the king of cheesecake today, J. Scott Campbell. So these are some what I call studies, you know, of Black Cat, which he's very famous for doing girly stuff, and that's like a $750 thing. Okay, so in the interest of doing different stuff, this is a batch of stuff that I got from a collector who bought it directly from Ralph Bakshi. Now, Ralph Bakshi was a very famous animation director and stylist. He would, you know, he had a style, and he did Wizards, you know. And my friend Bill Stout did a lot of the concept art for Wizards. But this was from a job with this girl, and she's the star. You know, it's called Hey Good Looking, and that's Rosie. And these are animation cells that we're going to put up on the eBay store from the Ralph Bakshi production, animation production. You can see her appeal falling out all over the place. Kind of I guess a PG-13 sort of production, but they all feature her real well, and that's what you want. You want the hot girl. So, some stuff that's going up tonight that we're working on. I want to show you real quick some Melendez, I would call it Melendez Studios, because Bill Melendez was the advertising art director for Peanuts. So he would work on the cartoons and any sort of advertising that they were doing. And they had a lot of advertising clients that they would use the Peanuts characters as the, you know, like MetLife, like Snoopy was the MetLife logo for decades. So, oh, that's a nice one because it's got Snoopy as the Sopwith Camel pilot. So these are like $100 things, $75, $100 things, depending on the characters and the content. And they look like they're from an advertising job from the Melendez Studios. Not Charles Schulz. Charles Schulz never was in the same room with this stuff. Okay, this was definitely Melendez Studios, for an advertising job, not Charles Schulz stuff. Now we have some cool, very cool John Romita Sr. sketches, and anything by John Romita like this is going up and strong because he's retired. He doesn't want to draw anything anymore, and that's a Wolverine versus Sabretooth. Looks like a 90s version, maybe for card art or something like that. It's a small layout sketch type thing. But the interesting thing about that is that John Romita Sr. actually designed the original drawing for Wolverine. And I've actually seen it. It's in blue pencil on vellum. And I could have bought it for like, I think it was $4,000 the last time I saw it. So I'm sure you put a few zeros on it now. There's a really nice, 01. He was probably still, showing up at a show here and there. Spidey head sketch. And, if you saw John Romita Sr. at a show, you'd ask him to draw, a Spidey head sketch for you. This is definitely, I'm almost positive I've seen this statue. It's like a merchandise statue, design art for Silver Surfer statue. Mr. Fantastic, probably the same. And the Human Torch. So that's probably a statue of merchandise art as well that was FF related. These came from the same place, so these were probably the same job. So, and then we're working through, and I have my lovely assistant actually working on organizing art and helping me write it up. Say hi, lovely assistant.
Hello, Mr. Ed.
What's your name again?
Pauline.
Pauline, that's Pauline. So, I want to keep it short today. It's a nice day out. But the rain passed, and we're have a much nicer disposition today. I was on the Word Balloon podcast for an hour and a half last night, so check that out. Wordballoon.com. He's got one of the most popular comic-related podcasts in the country. John does, and we're going to be working hard for the rest of the evening on this artwork and the stuff behind us. So keep calm and keep collecting.